The only thing better than watering with drip lines.
RainPoint water timer turns on wherever you go. RainPoint water timer.
So this is how it came. It was actually packed in another box when it arrived, so it was shipped very well. It's from RainPoint, and it is the 2-zone Wi-Fi water timer, which means that it will turn on 2 separate hoses without you having to go outside. It comes with the manual and the warranty, so you know what's protected, how long it's protected for, and what isn't covered, and how to work it, how to connect it, and everything else you need to know. So it's probably very important to read these. This is the part that stays inside. This is the main hub. And with this, you can turn on your hoses without having to go outside. This stays inside, and then the other piece goes outside. So this is the main piece. You connect this to your hoses, connect this to your faucet, and then your 2 hoses come out here. And you can turn on your different hoses. And you have to connect these 2 pieces and then connect it to an account. And it looks like and this is the cord to charge the main hub. So we're going to look at the manual and start an account. So I'm on my home screen of the app, and I need to connect this device to the Wi-Fi. So to connect your hub to your device, the first thing you need to do is plug in your hub in the back. And you don't want to put the batteries in yet. So we had to take the batteries out. Now you click the plus sign, add your device. Now this is the display hub, and you need to connect it to your Wi-Fi. You need to make sure that you have it allowed to connect to your local network. So I connected it to my network and I clicked next. And now we need to power on the device with the power cable, which I already did, and hold down on the Wi-Fi button, which is this button at the top here, for 5 seconds until it says scan. And we need to have the router and the device very close together. And then you click all steps completed and click next. And now it's going to search for the device. Cool. Here's my device, and we just need to click add, and you can rename it. And now it's connected. And now we're moving on to the second manual. Now the next thing we need to do is make a plan for when we're going to be watering. Now I'm going to be using this for our tomato and for our pepper beds. Now if you click sub-devices now, you'll see that there are 2 devices. And it's not actually 2 devices, it's the left and the right valves. So you can click either and this is the left valve, and this is the right valve. Now neither of them have been used before, so it says that it didn't water any liters, but once you've used it, it'll show how many liters it watered last time it was turned on. Now you go to your plan. Now rain delay is a cool setting it has. It will sense if it rains, and it'll tell you when to not turn on the water. So I'm going to turn that on for 24 hours. When it rains, it's not going to turn on. And then need to figure out how to make your own plan. So every day, we're going to water for an hour. And we're going to start it put it at 6. And it's going to be on irrigation because it's going to be going through our hoses. And now it shows when our plan is. And it says it on the hub too. So that is really cool, and I'm going to look into this a little bit more and see what else it can do, and I think that's really cool. So I have my plan set up. It's going to water every day unless it rains for an hour. And now that my plan is set up on my app, I'm going to connect this to the hose. If you are interested in getting this really cool device, which is not only really cool, but also super convenient, then we have a link in the description box below to their website, and you can use the coupon code VineyardChicks15 off to get 15% off of your purchase. And I mean, this is incredible. This is probably one of the coolest things we have on our homestead. And it was super easy to set up and is really convenient. And we actually have been having trouble going out there and turning the water on in time to get all of our plants watered for a good amount of time before the sun goes down, and having to turn it off with the sun up. So this is extremely helpful. So please check that out. It is an awesome device. So with my old system here, we would turn on the hydrant and turn on each hose individually. And don't tell my mom, but I think I've already left it on for like over 12 hours before. So this is probably going to help a whole lot to set up the timer. So I just got to get these hoses unconnected so that we can put it in. So this hose goes to the tomatoes and this one goes to the peppers. And now I'm just going to install this here. You gotta make sure it's on tight or else it's gonna leak. And even with the really cool waterproof battery thing, it's still not nice to have it leaking anyway. So I have it put on and attached to my hoses, and it'll water at 6, and then it'll water at 7, and then it'll water for an hour. So this is a really cool device. I highly recommend it. I think it's going to be a whole ton of help, especially when it starts getting colder and we really don't want to go outside to turn on the water. So I'm really looking forward to not leaving the water on for 12 hours again.
RainPoint water timer turns on wherever you go. RainPoint water timer.
So hey, I just accidentally figured something out. These buttons here actually do have a use. If you think you didn't water enough, you can click the buttons and it'll turn on before the timer is ready, which is really helpful.